Hey guys, it's Roscoe on Space Coach 8. We're going to take a look at what the visual dictionary for the Rise of Skywalker has to say about General Hux, the other page of the double spread with Allegiant General Pride. So there he is, that pasty-faced scumbag. So let's just see what it says. That was the only thing in the entire film that I knew or had heard like a year previously might be the case, that he was going to be the First Order spy. So, but everything else in there, nothing else was spoiled for me, and I'd forgotten about it until it happened on screen. I said, "Oh yeah, that was going to happen." So, as the First Order geared up for its explosive debut on the galactic stage, the New Republic capital of Hosnian Prime in its crosshairs, General Armitage Hux was determined to become the face of the new regime. With the support of Supreme Leader Snoke, Hux proudly took the reins of the Starkiller Base project, vaunting its unparalleled technological might. And that speech that he gave, "All remaining systems will bow to the First Order," fantastic. One of the best parts in The Force Awakens, I think. That was the last time Hux felt certain about anything. Snoke's unforeseen demise has ruined Hux's career trajectory, and the years the young general spent jockeying for power against Kylo Ren now work against him, as Ren has assumed the title of Supreme Leader. Now, changing fortunes. After the Star Destroyer Finalizer sustained major damage from a run-in with Resistance forces over Batuu. Now, I've heard this in here a couple of times, and I haven't come across the book or comic that describes the attack over Batuu on the Star Destroyer. I'm sure I shall come across it at some point. After the Star Destroyer finalizers sustained major damage for running with Resistance forces over Batuu, Kylo Ren transferred his command to his new flagship, the Steadfast. Ren brought Hux with him. The distrustful Supreme Leader will not lower his guard around someone as devious as Hux. Aboard the Steadfast, Hux serves below Allegiant General Pride. Having little independent authority without supervision, he's got to sit at the kiddie table with the safety scissors and the glitter. Ren gives assignments to Pride or even to the Knights of Ren before entrusting Hux with anything of importance. Though Hux seems content to sit in the shadow of Pride and Ren for now, it is likely he has completely abandoned his scheming nature. Hair coiffed to Hux's exacting standards. And then it says, "At attention as per protocol, though not in spirit." So he's not a happy chappy. Hux hates the Knights of Ren. He despises their unkempt appearance and how they tread dirt into the polished halls of First Order capital ships. That was quite funny when the two stormtroopers see, oh, it's the Knights of Ren, but they're marching through and they are dragging so much mud and junk behind them. It's hilarious. Hux has known Pride for decades. Pride was friends with Hux's father, Brendel, and Brendel's wife, Mara Trell. And of course, Armitage was the illegitimate son that he had with one of the kitchen girls. So yeah, I'm sure Pride thinks Hux is great. Legacy, Rise of the First Order. The First Order is the combination of several separate elements of Palpatine's New Order. Few in the galaxy were aware that there was a contingency plan to meld the Empire's political, military, and spiritual survivors into a new regime. Hux is firmly part of the military branch, the heir of an Imperial officer who fled into the unknown regions. After much hardship in the galactic wilderness, the fleet and army survivors who refused to surrender to the New Republic uncovered dormant production facilities and resource-rich worlds, where they began forging a new fighting force. So, also we see here, this is whatever they're calling their High Council. And Hux has a seat on the High Council, the Supreme Council, where he maintains an uncharacteristically silent presence. So in his timeline, 34 BSI born on Arcanus, 29 BSI flight into unknown regions with Brendel Hux and Ray Sloan. 4 BSI engineers the death of his father with that thing that makes him burst from Phasma's homeworld. 0 BSI orders a firing with Starkiller. 0.3 so that was all BSI 0, which I guess is when Starkiller fires. 0.3 ASI inspection tour of the Titan refueling station. 0.5 BSI, Disastrous Battle over Jakku, and also 0.5 ASI, reassigned to the Steadfast. So, yes, very, very interesting. The fate of General Hux was always going to be something like that, but I thought it was funny how he just shoots a, we found a spy. I did enjoy that. And it was a fitting end, even if it was a little bit like that. So there you go, guys. That is just the end of General Hux. I did enjoy this character. He probably was the best in The Force Awakens, properly menacing, was turned into somewhat of a joke in the second one, and I guess that story arc just concludes in the third one, where he's trying to get his own back on Ren. He doesn't care who wins or loses, so long as Ren is losing. There you go. It's the Empire, the First Order. They always have that backstabbing nature amongst all of the officers. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for a common topic you'd like to see discussed. Or like the video.